1973. Tragedy and despair have struck central Texas. A young college student named Maria Flores has seemingly vanished without a trace. She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago, but with no physical evidence, the investigation has stalled. With few leads and even less hope, Maria's younger sister Ana Flores and a group of her closest friends set out to find their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria's disappearance would pale in comparison to the agony and despair they would soon discover. What awaited this group of youths was a nightmare beyond belief. The events surrounding Maria's disappearance would be just one of the many bizarre crimes later known as the Texas Chain Saw Massacre.
Hello, fellow grave crawlers. Ooh, goodness, one moment. Voice is just sounding shot. Okay, there we go. Much better. Hello, fellow grave crawlers, and welcome to ZTV Games. I am Paiper Zombee, your host with you as always. And on today's episode, we are getting into a special Friday the 13th version of ZTV Games. We will be continuing with the Texas Chain Saw Massacre since there's no more Friday the 13th. Well, it still exists, but right now it's in its sunset phase, so I'd rather play this rather than go back and play that because we're working with this. So, what are we up to today? Well, we are going to be getting, first of all, happy Friday to you guys. Be safe out there as it is the 13th. We're going to be getting back into Leatherface and pretty much checking out his potential in his other two specs. Let me go ahead and turn the volume down a bit. I feel like I'm competing with it. Alright, there we go. It's much better. Alright, so Leatherface. Not really much else to show with him, except we were going to talk about, as you can see, I went back to my well spec from last time. Gave up on the power. Well, I shouldn't say gave up on it because I didn't give up on it. Still worked with it, but I wound up going back to my well spec because I just felt like this was bringing more to, helping me bring more to my teams than going with the power with this one. Like both, I feel like bring good things to the team. Going this route brings you all that power that you saw from before. And then going this route brings you that power, brings you some of the power, but also gives you extra utility. Then we talked about coming this way and what's your purpose and coming all the way out here to get any of this stuff. Like, what's this about out here, right? Well, let's see. What am I checking for? Coming this way for Leatherface, which we did try this out. This was the Scout spec. As I said, the only reason why I think you would ever want Scout on Leatherface is if somehow you were able to get back over here to get a hold of Rough Cut. Because what I would do if I had Scout is, what this is going to do is this is going to increase your movement speed. So by the time you crank this up to level 3, your movement speed is going to be increased by 15. So that's movement speed when you're running regular and movement speed when you're holding your chainsaw up above your head. What Rough Cuts would have let you do by going this route, if you could have had it for this, pardon that, what that would have let you do is, instead of running while using your rev run, which increases your speed, you would have just run normally. And then remember, Rough Cut does not work on revved hits. Never forget that. It doesn't work on revved hits. It only works on unrevved hits. So with you having Scout and you being that much more faster, you'd be able to use Rough Cut. You would pretty much play it as if you were playing a regular member of the family that had regular attacks instead of the chainsaw attacks. So this would allow you to do regular hits and get that Rough Cut to stack up, since Leatherface doesn't have access to serrated. Rough Cut is his serrated, so to speak. So that's what I would have said if you went this way for that. Other than that, there's really no reason to get Scout on him, because he has such great movement speed with his charge, with his rev run. So it's no reason to come over here unless I just don't see it. I don't see the reason for coming this way. So that would have been that. The only thing would have been for rubber boots, which this allows you to restart the generator faster. Level 1 is with 5 pools. Level 3, you start it in 1 pool. So that would be the only reason for coming out here, but that's only 2 levels that you're going to be able to use this on. And you're going to have to, that's Family House and Slaughterhouse. Both of those have electric grids. And Gas Station does too. Gas Station up there by where the Cook and Johnny normally come in at. There's one over there too. But other than that, you're not going to have any use for this, in my opinion. So it's just rather useless to come this way. The only other specs that we will have access to or be able to talk about would of course be the Bloodlust spec. Now, this is what you call the Gallows spec, but this requires you to do a Gallows kill. Gives you 10% more damage for the rest of the round, 20% more damage at level 2, and then 30% more damage at level 3. So this is, you could tell that this is supposed to give him the stamina to make him more of a chaser, but Leatherface is already a good chaser. He's the best chaser, as long as he's on a straightaway. And he's the fastest, so that's what gives him his ability to chase well. Where he loses at is just like Johnny and Cook. Once that victim hits a crawl space or hits a wall gap, you're not going through that. Now, at least you can destroy the crawl spaces with Leatherface, whereas you can't do that with anyone else. But we still can't do anything about wall spaces. So yeah, I really don't see anything else that would be worth it to even show with this. The only other version of the spec that I kind of wanted to show you guys was what you call, pretty much you saw a bit of it when I was playing the Big Swing spec, is what you call the 2-cycle charge spec. That means that instead of going this way to go get down the rabbit hole for the basement dweller spec, you come this way and you get 2-cycle charge. Now, we've already seen this, so why don't we go ahead and start this with the 2-cycle charge? Because all we really need for our spec is Vial-ent. We just need to make sure we have that. So if we were going 2-cycle charge, you would do this. You're going to start off the exact same way that you're starting out with this. So you want to go this way. Activated is good to have. As you can see, I have this, or I've used this before. This is part of your stun resistance build. As a matter of fact, it's going to be the main thing that's part of your stun resistance build. That's after you get stunned, you get 15% extra damage for 30 seconds. So this is good because if you can get back on the target after the stun, well, you got to remember, you got to wait 10 seconds. Because the stuns in the game, I think at most are 10 seconds. Yeah, I think Leland is the only one who still has a 10-second stun. Everybody else is 8 seconds. So if you can get back on them, then this is a good little bonus. But if you can't, then pretty much bonus wasted. And it's only useful, of course, when you get stunned. We need something that's a little more concrete. And it wants to keep giving me that. Don't want it. Not right there, at least. Alright, so let me put this together. There we go. All of that, and then wanted to give me every last savagery talent. Now, why are you giving me Tenderizer? And I think Tenderizer is over here. It's one of his regular abilities, which you're not supposed to be able to get doubles on that, but I never use Tenderizer because slamming a door on a victim will deal 15 damage. Yes, but anything with doors, you have to be careful with that because if you take this, if you open that door and one of your family members is nearby, you'll slap your family member with the door and knock them out and stun them. So you don't want that. So you have to be careful with Tenderizer. And also it's useless because when are you ever slamming doors with him on a victim? You just don't get the opportunity. He plays too clunky for that, in my opinion. All right, so with our build, we take Vial-ent, of course, so that we've always got, so when we got a full blood vial, we got that 20% increase to damage. And then we want to take 2 cycle charge. And then we want to take rough cut. Now, what does 2 cycle charge do? While revving your chainsaw, you regenerate stamina 30% faster. So, this is what you call the rev build. And to me, it's better than anything you get with Scout. Because while you rev your chainsaw, you regenerate stamina 30% faster. So that means while you rev, you generate stamina faster, which allows you to run longer. So this is where you get that Leatherface that can pretty much hold his rev and run around like a madman all across the map and never seem to lose his rev because he's got this. So this is going to help us with the chasing. And then it sucks because it gives us craptacular grandpa abilities. So we got brute strength, which slight increase to melee damage. Experienced stalkers, which reduces your proximity warning, so victims get less of a range before they get their proximity warning that family's nearby. The only thing that's good is that we got Wind Doom. This is only useful on Family House. Victims take 50% more damage when jumping out of windows. So if they jump out the window, they're going to catch Wind Doom. And this is good to have on Family House. So if we have a Family House match tonight, then yeah, we're going to be doing that. So for this, now like I said, I like to do this. I like to do that. And then I like to do this so that it reduces that cooldown time and then instant. Because like I said, the last thing you want is if you accidentally overheat and your chainsaw stalls, you don't want to be standing there looking like Waldo Diefendorfer and you can't attack. All right. So for Grandpa Talent, we're going to be going between that and Wind Doom. And for our build, we're going to be going with the usual 50. Yeah, we'll do the 50-49 build. All right, so we've got him set up. And then we will be taking a look at other family members, giving them their time to shine. Got something new for Sissy. Something brand new that I want to show you all. Gonna show you something new on Cook as well. It's gonna require me to respec, but got something new to show you on him as well. Gotten better with Johnny. And Hitchhiker is going to show you his wireframe. I've got him set up for that. So let's get busy. We've got a long, well, we'll be here for a bit. Let's hit it. Hello, Crow, and welcome to the stream. Yep, we got Leatherface. Leatherface. He's pretend Leatherface. Oh, why am I only at 9? Why am I not at 10? That's odd. Am I missing a point somewhere? I must be missing points somewhere because I'm only level 9. Something went wrong. Yeah, right. Like Nightmare Fetty. We got Leatherface. from the Texas Massacre chainsaw. Oh no, from the Chainsaw Massacre in Texas. There we go. That works. That's on par with Unmighty Morphin low power park rangers. Alright, and we're up against a team, so you guys might see me get bullied. Tonight I'm hoping that that's not the case, but let's get ready.
Near the town of Newt, a vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search in nearby communities of Marlow and Chinatown will unearth new leads. Family and friends are urging anyone with information regarding her disappearance to please come forward. Residents of Marfa, Texas.
Now, I know you guys saw me take a look around before I do that. That's because Leatherface is not immune to getting shanked while he's destroying stuff. So yeah, then it makes it to where you can't even destroy stuff. So yeah, while you're destroying things, you're not immune to damage like victims would be. So that's okay, because guess what? We're getting out of here. We just can't go that way. Get me a doorway out of here. I'm not staying down here to get bullied all day. So I'm vulnerable here. See? So what you've got is this idiot who's just going to try and keep bullying me. All right, did he lock those doors down? Cool. shank her. I knew that was coming. Okay, unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about that. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about that. They popped the fuse at the same time that they popped the fuse to get out of the basement exit, which is where everybody was at. And then they activated the pressure valve to make us go and look there. So yeah, that's what you get with the 2-cycle charge build. As you can see how much longer I was able to run around with my chainsaw up in the air. And then you also saw that when I went for a power strike, if you notice, my chainsaw didn't stall out. So that's what helps you out with that. So we're not doing Slaughterhouse. We're not doing that, not with him. One thing I've been noticing is that I've been noticing a whole lot more in the way of teams on the victim side. And usually when you see that, that's when you know there's a potential that you could get bullied, like big time. I know I was making plenty of concerned noises. Oh. Okay, no, not with your rank 5 Leatherface. Can't have that. Must be 10, must be level 10. But that is good that we're seeing new people play. I don't think there's so much as new, but just new people joining the victim side, or victims who have joined or who have come over to the family side. Okay. All right, and of course he runs, so because we're on a gas station. Okay, fine. We were running with that, so we got that. Let's use that. All right, now we're probably not going to get a next person, because for whatever reason, if somebody leaves the lobby, like on family side, sometimes it could be hard for them to fill the lobby back up. Now, when victims do that, victims can come and go as they please, but it seems like when family does that, now there's a potential that we're not going to be able to find somebody else to fill this third spot. So when they added PC, oh yeah, matchmaking, I forgot to say that, matchmaking got turned back on. And this was when they did the latest patch, which was a couple of weeks ago, about a week or so ago now. Since they did that and added PC back into the pool, this is what's been happening to lobbies a lot. All right, so we can go ahead and we can just leave this. And now it won't even let me leave. Well, duh. That's why I was trying to leave, but you wouldn't let me. Alright, it's clear these people want to be who they are. So let's let them be who they are. Oh, crap. You got that. Okay, thank you. Okay. He changed his grandpa talent. We had the same grandpa talent. Alright, let's get to it.
Continues in Muerto County for a missing University of Texas student. The Sheriff's Department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search in nearby communities of Harlow and Thomastown will unearth leads. Family and friends are urging anyone with information regarding
Time to kill from mother. I mean, grandpa. Yeah, that's what I meant. All right, let's go get them. All right, we want to destroy this. Let's see. Yep. Because this is the map where this is on this side. And so you have to have a Leatherface to come up here and destroy that barrier, or else we'd only have one person who could make it in here, and that would be Hitchhiker. So what I'm gonna do is make these rooms useless. Shouldn't have to do anything here. This room is good. Let's go check this room. Hello? Get this. Get rid of this. All right. Dang it. What is going on with this here? Why am I dropping frames like crazy? I tell you. Okay, step inside the basement, smart guy. Shut the door, smart guy. Thank you for your cooperation. Somebody's getting jacked up. Correction, somebody got jacked up. Alright, if you're down here, who's upstairs? Ah, here we go. Okay, so whoever was in that match was cheating. The game just crashed. Hooray. Alright, let me get us back started again. That's what happens when you got folks trying to ice skate uphill. Stop it. I knew that when all the frames started having issues. I was like, why am I dropping frames all of a sudden? And then next thing you know, what happened? Match locked up. Got booted. That's been happening a lot more since the latest patch too. So now I'm making even more concern noises. Re-engaging systems, back to action. All right, so let's see. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll go in for a match. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Yeah, take me back out. Here's what I meant to do. Let's see. We are running him with this. Let's see. What do I need to do? So that's going to require us, because I think you can get there from 2 ways. I think you can go there this way. No, you have to come from this way. And then you come up this way, and then you would come up this way. Okay. So for that, you have to come this way. You can't go that way, which means I miss out on proximity alarms. But I do get the opportunity to catch a few things from over here. All right, let's set him up. Let me see, what did I want there? Because it's definitely not that. That's what I wanted. Gotta have that. Alright, please forgive me. I meant to have all of this done earlier, but other things prevented that. So, let's get him set up. Okay, we're gonna go with this. This is not quite what I wanted. I was hoping to get tracker tagged, but I did not get this time around, but we do have serrated. So it's going to allow us to build accordingly. All right, so with this build right here, this gets into what you call, that was the rage path, as I put it, because it leads you to rage. What you use rage for is successfully hitting a victim will fill your ability bar by 15. So before, where I had prey drive, pretty much this takes the place of prey drive, because what it'll do is, this is how this makes hitting victims like you, this is what you would do instead of serrated. Hitting a victim will fill your ability bar by 15%. So what this means is that you use your ear, you listen, you spot them, and then when you go after them, hitting the victim is going to really help you out by being able to let's see, is that even gonna work? Yes, it will. Okay, this helps you out by every time you hit them, it fills your ability bar by 15%. Every time you hit them. So if you hit them twice, that's 30%. You just refilled your ear by. So this is good to have for that. Dracula is with winning a close encounter. As you can see, I actually got this to level 2. It was part of the blood build I ran. And this is when winning a close encounter gives you 40% more blood, while losing a close encounter gives you 30 blood. So no matter what, you wind up winning something, but even if you lose. But and then let's see, we want to do this, and then because there's a bunch of different routes we can go with this. Okay, it's gonna depend on what's going on. So anyway, this right here, this is security pins. This is added locks are 10% harder to unlock for victims. So the pathway that we took is the rage pathway, but you can decide whether you want to go towards security pins or you want to go, because you make that decision right here. You can choose to go this way, and that's going to give you security pins, or you can choose to go this way, and that's going to lead you to prey drive. So that'll lead you this route, and then back up to this and back up to that. So that's why you would go that route, because that would lead you back. You would pretty much come around this way. That leads you to prey drive. That gets you scout. So yeah. All right, we've messed enough with specs. Let's go ahead and actually play, shall we? Let's just go ahead and get him set up for what you want him to do. I may have to come back and redo him. I may have to. Actually, you know what we can do? I can do the chaser build on this. So, we'll set up for that. Gonna want scout. And then you're gonna want serrated, since we didn't get Vial-ent. We can either take Serrated, or we can take Rage, or we can take You'll Pay for That. So since the whole objective of this is to run blood, then You'll Pay for That is going to wind up being more beneficial to us. But this is also good too. We'll go back and forth. We'll see what we're doing when we come to him. But yeah. Because I can't quite do the Blood Runner build. But I could do a pseudo Blood Runner build. That's what I like about going this route, is that you can actually do a pseudo Blood Runner build. So it's just about what I want to do. Because I anticipate I will be attacking victims. So that'll help with that. And I keep thinking that he's got a lot more points than this. Because I should have a lot more points than that. Okay, there we go. I didn't smack him all the way out. I was like, I should have a lot more points than that. Okay, we didn't go that route. We went this route. All right, that's much better. So we can crank his endurance up to 40 if you're gonna run him with Scout. And even though you do lose out a bit on that damage, his savagery is okay to the point to where attacking is not going to be the thing you're going to be doing with him. So this is just allowing you, attack, should say damage is not his main priority with this spec. So now we got access to a couple other things, but as you notice, we don't have access to Nobody Escapes Hell. So it's either Bars to the Point, which is stupid, Suffocating Grip, so reduces stamina consumption. That works. All right, let me perk this out. Okay, since we've already got something that can recharge my ability rate if I put it in, we do that. We get victim detection range increased by 20%. And then mark for entire family. All family sees noise. So that my family knows everything I know. All right, we've got him set. Let's take him out to go party. Let's go to the party. Is my mic quiet? It always sounds like it's loud to me. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Oh, look, a team. I don't want to, but I will. And if I get bullied, well then we just won't be picking him for the rest of the night. Because I've technically shown everything that's worth it to show on Leatherface already. So he'll be in the mix, and then the rest of the family gets to come out and play too. need to see how you get around the tree and get to proximity alarms. I might change my cook back. I might respec him again just so I can show you guys the blood spec, the blood runner spec. It sounds weak, but boy, well, I'll show you kind of what it looks like when I get to play as him, but I need to figure out how he got to proximity alarms. How did you do that, John? Or either he went up the center and you could still get to security pins by going up the center. That's probably how he did that. Okay, figured it out.
Wasn't sure what he was expecting when he discovered a burnt-out truck on his back 40 this morning. Gaines was patrolling the perimeter of his land just after sunrise when he saw the truck in the distance. It was apparent that the truck was damaged from a distance, but closer inspection led Gaines to find an unidentified man in the driver's seat and a large bag.
See, you can't even destroy the door fast enough. Can I please move? Can I move? Thank you. All right, so we've come full circle. Let's get upstairs and start destroying everything. Oh, Johnny. Wait a minute. Ah, concerned noises. Very concerned noises. That's gonna leave a scratch. Crap, I forgot to put Wind Doom on. Look at me, messing up in school. Okay, I can't turn it off? It must not have been activated. Interesting. Alright. Well, not a problem anymore. Because it was making a sound like it was activated. Huh. Okay. If you say so. Somebody just went right out the front door. See, yeah, he could just do that. Skip the fact that, and then I'm stunned. You're not gonna make it. Just died. I hear Johnny down there just talking mad mess. I'm keeping you. Cook. Oh, they locked our cook down. Our cook disconnected. I kept trying to figure out why it was just me and Johnny running around doing everything. Hey, slow down, buddy. Generator got turned on. Okay, it said basement door unlocked. But then it magically just turned off. Something is wrong. Gonna leave him down there because I know what's going on here. You think somebody's gonna let you out of that basement? Okay. Johnny, where you at, partner? It's just me and you. We gotta do this somehow. I don't know how, though. This layout is a little bit different. This is the door I wanted to break before. There they are. Let's go. That is not the right way. I need to find a door. Where's a door? Yeah, something's going on tonight, man. Because I noticed that before I got into this match, well, the last two matches, alright, this is good. Could have swore I saw somebody out here. Oh, okay. They're just sitting there waiting so that they can get their experience. Don't be fooled by that, Johnny. Calm down, big boy. Let's make sure all doors are closed. We make sure that it's easy to lock him down. Good. So now you open the door, we'll see it. So now he has to open the door. There he goes. Run, Sonny, run. All right. Where are you? Aha. All right, commercials. See, now that was this activating. There we go. Sometime this year, please. All right, that'll end that. Okay, good. He's not over there. Yeah, go get him, Johnny. Ay, ay, ay. All these stun poses and everything else. He's just gonna keep this up on match because the Johnny isn't smart enough to just go into the basement and go get him. I could try to do that, but he's already gonna know how to outsmart me. He's just gonna go through the cracks like they always do, and then I won't be able to do anything. Really? Johnny, I don't even know where he is. Okay. Okay, there he is. Oh boy. This is starting to get boring, right? Because he could just stay down in the basement and not go anywhere. Alright, there's only one counter to this. And unfortunately, it's going to be very slow going. Who keeps opening the freaking doors and not closing them back? Who keeps doing that? Just giving this fool every way out. Okay, this is the only thing we can do. Please tell me that was Johnny. And the ability's on cooldown, so I don't know. Nope, that was him. Love it. Johnny, do something constructive and turn the darn thing off. What are you doing? Alright, you guys. I normally don't do this, but I might have to leave this match. This is pathetic. And I think this Johnny is helping him. Because there is no reason for him to not even know that you can turn that off. He didn't even try to turn it off. I think he's helping them out. He haven't killed nobody. Oh, finally. Thank you. Thank you. Release us. All right, please hold everybody. All right. Gonna see what we can do about those all that frame droppage that we were getting. And I'm noticing it's still doing the same darn thing. What is up today? What is up today? Like, wow. Okay, we're gonna have to get that taken care of. That's going to be a problem, and we can't have that. All right. Okay. All right, we should be good. Nope. Something is up. Because this is just saying that my connection is just garbage. Wow. Something is definitely up today. And I don't know what it is. Because there I am just dropping frames like crazy. I do not know what is going on today. Alright, let me try something else. I think we might be good. Okay. Bring it back. Okay, we're still looking good. What in the world are you doing? Oh boy. One of the things about dealing with PC. All right. Now, and there it goes again. It is something wrong with the game itself. Huh. Something is wrong. Like, nothing is even on. But it seems like this connection is just jacked. It is Friday the 13th. So maybe I was dumb for thinking that I would be able to just get away with a show and not have issues. Like, I mean, it's bad too. All these errors. All right, everybody, here is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have to shut down completely. And then I'm gonna have to go ahead and bring the stream back. So we were only an hour in, but this is ridiculous. So let me go ahead and, because it seems like I just can't get around this. Like, it is just having a fit. It will not function. What is going on?
April 1973. Tragedy and despair have struck Central Texas. A young college student named Maria Flores has seemingly vanished without a trace. She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago. But with no physical evidence, the investigation has stalled. With few leads and even less hope, Maria's younger sister Ana Flores and a group of her closest friends set out to find their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria...
Okay. All right, everybody, I'm going to end the stream and restart. I'll see you guys shortly.